How many pairs of pants do you own?
I think I've probably got about... I've got maybe...
Look at you, desperately thinking... What is the right answer? There's no right or wrong. You're amongst friends.
I think I've got about 14 pairs I'm happy with.
Yeah.
And another 4 or 5 that would do at a pinch, and I use the word advisedly.
Predominantly boxers or bikini brief?
Predominantly... I mean, it's interesting that this is what the conversation's going on to. Predominantly what I believe is referred to as a sort of trunk.
You favour the trunk?
Yeah.
I think you mean the jockey short. Like a boxer short shape, but tighter.
Look, I'll just take my trousers off and you can look.
Have a look inside and show us what's there.
Smooth bit.
This is my special travel dressing gown. I'm contractually obliged to finish the card. It's the one item I always pack when I go on holiday.
Could you, first things first, could we have the full modelling of the dressing gown, please?
Give us a nice twirl.
Oh. Can we smell it?
I think you should come out here, David, so you can see. Enjoy the space. Well, he's having trouble putting it on. It's,
Well, he's not abroad, he's confused.
Have you forgotten the cord?
The cord is missing.
Just hold it as though it were done up so we get a proper idea. Yeah.
Do you mind smoking a pipe and solve a crime?
Oh, I'd love that.
Can I ask, Dave, where did you get it from?
1924.
I think it's from Marks and Spencer's.
Is it? What did you say it's my special travel dressing gown?
Yes. I don't know if travel dressing gown is a technical term, but I have 2 dressing gowns. This is one. The other is a thicker toweling dressing gown, which takes up more space in a suitcase.
Do you take pyjamas? Do you wear anything under it, or...?
Yes, I usually...
I feel sick.
What I don't do is I don't tend to wear it over, you know, like normal clothes like this.
This is like the worst sexy chat line I've ever read. I'm naked under here.
To be honestly, I don't know why you come into so many encounters with me expecting arousal.
Does that go with you at any trip or certain trips?
No, only if I'm going to stay the night somewhere.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I didn't think you were walking around Dixon's in it.
I'd like you to take a guess, please. Is he telling the truth or is he constructing a lie?
Patsy?
True.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
Chris?
Based on the design of the dressing gown and his demeanour, I think they fit.
So, Lee, what's it going to be?
I'll go with my team. So
You're going to say it's true?
Yeah.
David Mitchell, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true. Once a week, I love to eat a full English breakfast, but can only do so if I'm entirely stripped to the waist.
Lee's team, what do you think?
Once a week, you say?
Yeah.
Any particular day of the week?
At the weekend, usually a Saturday or a Sunday.
Do you know what the weekend is, David?
Mm-hmm. Do you cook it, mate? Do you cook it in that state of undress, or do you get undressed once it's cooked?
I get undressed once it's cooked. But, you know, there's a limit to the amount of undressing required. I mean, I take my top off.
Boxers or...
No, it's...
I think it's waist up, I think you said.
That's the... Yes.
Waist up, yes.
It would be odd if he had a breakfast... from the waist down, he's strip naked. That would be odd if you went round to his house and said, thank you, David, for the sausage and beans. We're not done yet.
Yeah. No, that's...
Get them off!
Yeah. And none of you going to ask why?
I am about to ask.
Oh, good.
What on God's earth function does taking your top off play in this breakfast?
In many ways, I've lost a lot of self-respect.
You have.
Over the years, and sometimes I like to wallow in that.
In that case, we think it's true.
I do find there's a certain amount of splatter involved in the eating of a full
Is this getting
English.
sexual?
Not from my point of view.
Is this on your own, or would someone join you?
I would more usually on my own, but I wouldn't.
Would you like someone to join you?
I don't think so, really.
I'm not offering.
Can I ask you a question? Gabby, do you like a fried breakfast?
David, is this... Sorry. Is this for practical reasons? As you say, just to stop the splashing, or is it a lovely sense of liberation?
I think it's partly practical, partly, yes, of course, you feel closer to nature.
So what are you thinking, Lee? What are you going to say? Is he telling the truth here?
Christy, what do you think? Do you eat with your clothes on?
I do.
You don't strip off for any reason to do with eating?
No, not really.
Do you think he does?
Having got to know David during the course of this evening, I rather suspect he does.
Diane, do you...
No, I do not. No.
No, I was going to
sorry.
say, do you believe it? I was going to say, do you believe it? I wasn't taking the opportunity to go, do you have fries? Do you want to come round my house? Will you take the top off? I wasn't going to say that.
No,
I was thinking it. I was absolutely thinking that. But I've never said it out loud. But now you've brought it up. Do you want to come round on Sunday? I've got burnt-out potato waffles. Do you think David is telling the truth, or do you...
I think he's telling the truth.
I think David's a well-brought-up, educated chap.
Yes,
He'd never do
he would
anything
never.
quite so stupid.
But
So it's
the
not
bow
true.
tie.
It's not true.
I'm on lie now. Yeah.
OK, we have to go with lie, then.
You're going to say lie. David, truth or lie?
Please don't be true.
It is a lie.
Thank God.
This is my cape. I used to put it on, pretend I was Doctor Who, and head into my TARDIS. Or, as my parents called it, the airing cupboard.
Put the cape on.
All right. It is.
Come, feel free, David. Come and use the floor space.
Right.
Think back to your dancing days. Come out and use the floor. You could have a glamorous assistant in the form of Miranda.
Oh,
Miranda, would you help David get into his cape?
Hang on.
Am I
Do we
doing
put this over there?
That's what I'm
that'll
thinking.
Hold it in place.
There we go.
That fits.
There.
That actually fits you really well. Were you exactly the same size as a child?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see you properly, David. Could you come and stand in front of me and twirl round? So you just...
lovely.
Yes, that's
That
actually...
is a much
and how
needed
old?
reminder of the
How
film
old were
Magician.
you? When was this?
I think...
This is how I picture you walking round your house now.
How old was I? I think at the time I was first given this cape, I think I was about maybe 10.
10 in that cape.
Maybe 9. It was too big for me initially.
Right.
Hang on a second. Whoa. When you were 9, so to give us an idea of the height, go down, just go give us knees, and we'll see how much it would have dragged. So that would have been you as...
Hang on, it's
Can I have
rock.
your shoes for a second?
Rocking.
Can I take this off?
What are you doing?
Well, take your shoes.
Oh, I see. Right, sorry, yes,
idea
yeah.
how you might have looked in those days.
Yeah. This is how the police do sort of ageing profiling. Yes. What would he have looked like a few years
Just
ago?
get yourself on. Hang on, this one's got to...
There we go. It'll be...
Did you say your mum and dad got you this cape?
Yeah, my mum made it.
Your mum made it?
Yeah.
But even though she made it for you, had she no idea what size it should be?
Were you a close family, David?
Where's he getting cramp in my knee?
You can go back to your seat.
Yeah.
I give you permission.
You look like a very middle-class disgruntled Dracula. I didn't get any blood tonight. I'll just shrug back to my chair and bite some virgin's neck tomorrow, I suppose.
So what do you think, Lee? Is it the truth or is it a lie?
What do you think, Barry?
Not a shred of truth.
You don't think? I think it could be true.
It sounds incredibly likely. In fact, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if this is a habit that's actually finished. I imagine he's...
So Barry says a lie.
I'm the odd one out here, aren't I?
You say true.
I hope it's true. I think it's lovely.
I think it's lovely as well, so I'll say it's true.
You're going to say true.
All right.
David, truth or lie?
It is, of course, true.
Yes, it's true. David used to wear his cape and pretend he was Doctor Who.
You seem to be spending a lot of effort on the shoes and less effort to iron your trousers. Let be a lesson to you, young man.
I didn't realise my offer to show you my shoes was going to lead to mockery.
You must have.
But David, you must have suspected it.
Yes. Last year, I was asked to remove my jumper in a restaurant after the table next door complained that its bold pattern was ruining their photographs.
Please, T.
OK. So, when you're not with us, you're a bit more bold, are you?
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was a bold pattern. I just thought it was rather natty.
Could you describe the bold jumper?
There's sort of lines like that, and we're looking at yellows and browns and a little touch of blue and green, and then a sort of zigzag thing like that.
Sounds quite 80s.
Well, you know, I think it's timeless.
We've never done this before,
Yeah.
I would have lied to you, but are we allowed to ask this lady to just stand forward into the middle of the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Could you stand in the middle of the floor there, please? Was it that bold?
No.
Thank you. Who were you with at the time?
I was with my parents.
So what did you do? Did you take the jumper off?
I did, I'm afraid. Because they asked politely, and so I did it. And I didn't realise how humiliating the request was until I'd gone along with it.
Yeah, it is embarrassing,
You know-
just the slow takeoff. Did you do a quick
Yeah,
one?
absolutely. And exactly, it's a very... Taking a jumper off is a bit of a kerfuffle. For example, before James Bond has a fight, you don't see him take a jumper off. Because it's not the right sort of... And his hair's got a bit...
It's the least attractive removal scene.
Yes, exactly. Strippers don't wear jumpers, do they? It's not the right... It's not the sort of thing.
Did they realise that you were the esteemed actor, broadcaster, writer, or do they think you were just a sad middle-aged man still having dinner with his parents?
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
What was the name of the restaurant?
It was the Ivy restaurant in St John's Wood.
You've just lost your working-class audience.
Oh, cheerio.
So, David is really... Well, he's asking us to believe that he's spineless. So, what do you think?
I think so.
You're saying true?
I think true, yeah. I think it's a true story.
Oh, OK, well, then I must go with my team and say this is definitely true.
OK, David, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh!
One of the codes I live my life by.
Always a good start.
Is that my appearance should be in no way noteworthy. But then again, not so unnoteworthy as to be in itself noteworthy.
What do you think?
Well, if it is true, you're certainly carrying it off. When did you decide on this code?
It didn't happen suddenly. It just, you know...
It sort of developed.
The way
How
I
did it
felt
develop?
comfortable being sort of gradually formed into the philosophy, and I don't think that's too grandiose a term, that I have read off a card for you today.
I would say since you've got a beard, you have become more noteworthy.
The answer to that is I've enjoyed growing a beard. But you're right, because I've grown a beard, some people have said, oh, I see you've grown a beard, or he's got a beard, look at his beard. And I hate
Can I
those
just put you up on the point?
I deeply hate those moments of being physically noticed.
Have you really enjoyed growing a beard?
Well, no, well, that's what's so odd. I mean, I haven't, like, hugely enjoyed it. It's not been like a brilliant roller coaster. but it's just very, very slightly I've enjoyed it. And very slightly also I've had a sense of achievement. Of course, it is no achievement. It's actually a failure in personal hygiene. but it feels like an achievement.
But you surely went through the difficult itchy stage.
I did go through this.
No one enjoys that?
No. I call them my teens.
Do you make these rules about everything? Are the underpants you're wearing unnoteworthy enough to be you know what I'm saying? Are they?
No, I don't think...
Sorry, let's start again. Are you wearing underwear?
Yes.
OK.
And I don't want to sound too sexy, but yes.
Oh.
I don't want to sound too sexy, but no.
Oh.
Under my underwear, I'm naked.
David, I want to know not what you consider noteworthy. I want to know what you consider so unnoteworthy that it becomes noteworthy.
A grey tie. If you were in a suit, like you're in a suit-wearing scenario, and you wore a grey tie, that would be so unnoteworthy as to be in itself noteworthy.
So a grey tie...
It could be so colourless, so not wanting to draw the eye, it would draw the eye. It's how you spot spies, isn't it? People who are just trying to blend in so much, they blended in so much they're noticeable.
It's true.
Like a chameleon. If there was a chameleon in here, it would stand out.
I'll tell you what, if there was a comedian in here, it'd stand out.
It's a worrying round of applause on the subject of our...
Is it true or is it a lie? Make your decision.
I think it's true. I think it's very plausible that David would be like that, yeah.
OK.
Yeah, I think it's true.
True?
I'll go with my team and say it's true.
All saying true. David, truth or lie?
Yes, well, of course it's true.
Yes, it's true. One of the codes David lives his life by is that his appearance should be in no way noteworthy.
Last winter, I watched in horror as the tube train doors trapped the pom-pom of my bobble hat and carried it off into the darkness of the underground.
Please, T.
So you were getting on the tube, or how did it... Tell us more.
Well, the tube...
I'll rephrase that. Tell us anything you can think of.
OK, fine. The London Tube network opened in the 1860s.
All right, I'll rephrase it. Specifically about this story.
Yeah. I was trying to get on a train, I was late, and I always run head forwards. Because it's the most aerodynamic way.
Yes.
I didn't want to miss this train because I'd have to wait 2 minutes for the next one. Right. So I was willing to take any sort of risk.
Which door were you going to run through? The double door?
The living room door. It was a double door,
right.
You know.
I enjoyed him in Harry Potter.
Double door.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
I'm there for you, Rob. I'm there for
Thank you.
backup.
I thought I was having a stroke.
Now, talk us through what happens, actually. It's now trapped?
Yeah, the hat's trapped. Because the doors are shut, I, perhaps foolishly, or perhaps sensibly, you be the judge, but I'll have to say what it is first. I sort of recoil.
Yeah.
And that removes the hat. And then I go... There's the hat hanging there.
And off
and I thought, at that point, there's no point putting my head back in.
Well, look, David, I've got a bobble hat down here.
Oh, may I keep it?
Would you like to put it on?
Yes.
And try and reenact for us?
Let's say you run.
Yeah. OK.
OK.
They'll have to redo my hair after this. That'll be an hour of your lives you're not getting back.
Right.
OK, all right.
These are my doors.
Yeah.
OK? How fast are you going to run at me?
Slower than you think.
OK. OK.
Yeah.
Ready?
You will be able to see me coming.
So you... Did you just wink at me?
Yes, I did.
Are you flirting with me?
I've never really known what flirting is, but let's see what happens and then we'll know.
Train's going to go now.
Okay,
all the
ready?
passengers are on board. Please stand clear of the doors. Oh, hang on! This is my only speaking bit.
I didn't say it. Will you cue me when you finish your monologue?
I'll wink at you. Stand clear of the doors. Stand clear.
I mean, obviously, in reality, I was hurrying down the escalators. I wouldn't like people to think
Go
that
up
I...
there.
Go up there. There's stairs there.
That's not how the underground works.
Stand clear of the doors. Stand clear of the doors.
Yeah.
You've missed it. It's gone. It's gone. Try again.
Again.
The next one.
You've got to listen. Stand clear of the doors. The doors are closing. Stand clear of the doors. The doors are closing. The doors are closing. Yes?
Exactly.
police team, is it true?
No, David seemed to really have to make a lot of effort there to try and get through the tube doors.
Do you think David would run
Head
for
first.
the tube head first?
No, I don't think anyone would.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
So, they think it's a lie. Were you lying or were you telling the truth?
Well, I was lying.